Alright, so let's just get back in here. Right, guys and girls, welcome back to another video. We have up here my bright light at the moment. We've got the other one is just died on me. Hopefully this one still stays with me for a little bit longer before I charge them up. So today it is, I believe, the 12th now at the time of this video. Nice and sharp when I'm in sort of focus and all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping I've got it right, because what I've done is I put the camera light just here where I was just a minute ago, so I can stand here where I can see whereabouts the light is. I've got my green screen behind me. Don't really need it that much anyway. I should have just put a black background on the back. Might put some LED lights there as well or something, just make it more comfortable and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, if you guys and girls want me to get some LED lights, make it more sort of like vloggy for here, let us know in the comments below. I've got a microphone as well. I've got the micro microphone from Rode. It's called Rode microphone. It's sorry if I can find it. Actually, I've got to charge my batteries up on both the lights soon. But I'll tell you what, these LED lights, very bright, very good for what I want it to do for like a small sort of rig setup. Right, so hang on, there we go. So what this one is Rode Micro, and it is by Rode themselves. I think this is the, I don't know if is this the one? No, that's not the one. Micro, I don't know if it is. I mean, there's quite a few, there's a lot out there, but I've got the micro version of of Rode mics, and they're really crystal clear. They have like a wind muffler on there, so it's good for going outside, doing vlogging. I might have to charge these lights up, and when it's like a sort of a dreary day, like a dreary day I should say, and it's very cloudy outside, I'll be able to put this on, this lens on. Actually I've had to back up the camera quite a bit, because otherwise I won't be able to sort of get in between here, because it's 85mm, so 0.5. So basically I'm like, from where I am now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 foot altogether. 9 foot, so I've got that on roughly about 6.5, and then it's got like a little 2 underneath. It says there's 1.5 next to it, and then you've got a 2 under, but you also got a 6.5, and I think my thing I'm using on it is 1.8. This has got a aperture of 1.8 focal, or I think it's a f1.8 on it. So as you can see, it's very sharp when I'm in focus, and also if I slightly move out, the way it goes in and out of focus, but it's not an actual autofocus, so I've had to work out the focal distance on it because it's a manual. But yeah, anyway, so what I wanted to do today for this video is to show you, right, so the last couple of days, or last 2 days, the 2 days episode I did on one of the episodes was 2 days going back. I put on, I was using my 35mm lens, which is this baby right here. This is a Nikon DX SWM aspherical, and it's got infinity on it to 0.3 meters and 0.98 foot, and it takes those 52 sort of things on them, so you can put a round little thing on there. I'm not too sure if it's not degrees, but 52, is it millimeter sort of lens thing that goes over the top, so you can put other lenses or filters and ND filters on the top of it. I don't really use ND filters that much, to be honest. I don't really like, but then again, if I'm going out and about, I'm going to have to get an ND filter for my 52mm one, lens just here. But let me see if I can focus this, because I don't know what the focal length is on here. So can we focus this in? And let's have a look. Don't think I can focus it in anymore. Let's have a look. I can get back a little bit further. See, right. So as you can see, there we go. Nice clear. Now why am I using the 85mm for at the moment when I could be using the 35mm and getting a much sort of a wider open view on it, field of view? Well, the reason is it's absolutely, and let's see if I can get this into shot, because there we go. So this one here, this here is a DX. This is a Nikon. It's great for what I want it to do, but it's not as sharp and bokeh as you can get it. So as you can see, right, if I put this in here now, you'll see that the camera at the back now, or the lens at the back, is slightly out of focus, the background. So that means it's got some good, so you can go quite forward. So I'm about, I'd say from here, I'm about 1, 2, 3, about 3 foot. So 3 foot to getting into focus at the shortest distance. So if I can get this into, there we go. So as you can see, very, 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 very sharp. Now add this to it, hang on. So if I add a little bit of light, hang on, add a little bit of light, come back a little bit, and you can actually, because I think, to be honest, with the light compared with doing these kind of things and then adding a little bit of light up here at the top here above, you can actually get some great footage up close. So that's pretty cool. And right, you'll probably be wondering, how the hell am I using like Nikon lenses on the Sony Alpha 6300? Well, to tell you the truth, right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put this here a minute. So I want this roughly about there, so I can get that in focus, and then I can get back in the picture in a second. So if I slightly get that back, and alright, so that should be theoretically in focus. Now with me, can I put a little bit of light on me as well, so that way it should be lighting up that side of the face. Anyway, so these little camera lenses, now this, well, when it came out, when I bought these, right, it's always good to keep hold of these. Now a friend was telling me a while back that lenses, they don't lose their pricing on it, they're always going to be the price. So if you bought them at that time for that price, they should be that way, that price at the time. So I think I paid like 180 quid for it. So these lenses should be around about the same price, because the lenses, obviously. Cameras, on the other hand, they are obviously they die off. But I do want to get a cinematic lens at some point. The reason being is because I want to make cinematography videos and films, and make it like really good sort of filmic, give it like a nice little filmic sort of style to it. I do want to get into filmmaking at some point, start maybe do some documentaries for this channel and stuff, but I need to work out what I'm going to be shooting and what I want to shoot, maybe do interviews or something. I know they do a lot of wrestling and Western, so maybe try and get in touch with the companies that do wrestling in Western, and then do some like photography with them, or some videos, interview some of the wrestlers. I don't know how to go by it, but I will look in, or we've got video documentaries I could be doing on the homeless. There's a lot I could be doing just to expand, just try and keep the channel going and get you guys and girls interactive as well. But yeah, we do need to get this channel going as much as we can, and yeah, try and make a lot of money on it, on this channel, so I can put ideas into place. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. This little lens though, Nikon DX AFS Nikkor 35mm, it's a 1.8 G. I do want to get a G Master at some point, but they're over like £2 grand, so I'm going to be working my arse off right through my entire channel and up to the point where I can get one at some point, because the G Master is supposed to be one of the masterpieces of glasses, lens glasses they've actually ever produced. I think the Sony one came up with it, with the G Master 135, and apparently it's supposed to be so sharp you can see every single crystal bit of the edge. It's like so sharp around the edges and stuff, you can see the entire pictures. But I think they're mostly for full length cameras rather than like 1/3 or 4/3 cameras. The ones that's supposed to be like sort of like the one I got at the moment is a mirrorless camera. So the mirrorless cameras lenses are like micro lenses on them. The sensors are so small. You can get 4-frame sensors on bigger cameras, or you can get 4-frame lenses to go onto cameras like these cameras, but they actually downgrade it a little bit. It slightly goes down to level out the cameras here. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get more into it. I've been buying all these magazines, like photography books, just trying to learn the basics, trying to help me with my sharpness on my lenses, because I think, to be honest, me getting in focus here, still need a lot of work to do to try and get myself exactly in focus and really good, and try and learn the 85mm and try and actually learn how to use manual focus while I'm on my own, because I want to do all this production stuff by myself. I just want to do a one-man job and just work my ass off and just keep doing what I'm doing. And I like to keep myself to myself. If I can keep myself to myself and just do stuff, then I've got my own achievements in life that are on my own success, and also my own failures would be on my own as well for failures. So if I failed at something, that would be my own self to do on it. But and then if I can find out why I failed in that department in the first place, then I could start working on working it to make it a little bit better, so I don't fail, so I know if I've made a mistake before, not to make that same mistake again in life. But yeah, these lenses here are fantastic. Might do some actual proper photography with them in the next few days, see what we can actually produce. But I do want to wait until the clouds are gone, until it's a nice sunny hot day, so I can take some of these lights out. I do have a bag with it as well, which came with these lights. I will put all the information I have. I'll probably do this as a sort of a paid video. So what I mean by paid video is, like, if people go on to Amazon or click on my link below, and you guys and girls decide you want to buy some of these lights, if you think they're fantastic or really good, or think they're medium budget and they're just suitable for you for the lighting. For myself, the light here, right, is really good. So say if I wanted to have it higher, I mean, a friend of mine told me, recommended me to keep it up high but have it sort of down for me and stuff, like facing down, so that way it should eliminate some of the background shadowing. But I mean, I can still see the shadow behind me here, but you can see it slightly sort of out. It's gone slightly now. But if I got like this, that you can still see behind me the shadow. But I mean, obviously I'm gonna probably need a couple more of these lights. Just if I could put a light behind here, behind my little curtain bit, and then have it basically thrown through. But then he did say to me to go forward a little bit, and as I go forward, he said it should eliminate some of the shadowing at the back. So yeah, I'm just working my ass off. I'm just doing what I'm doing, keeping myself to myself, and just working extremely hard on my YouTube channel. I'm doing all this in 4K, so this is why it's going to take me a while to actually upload this, guys and girls. I might do actually a photo to go on here of what I'm actually doing. I might take a photo of myself on here and then post it on my channel. But anyway, just before I go, I do want to say I've been shopping a couple of days going back, and I thought I'd pick up a really classic film. I didn't even know it was in 4K, but it's not 4K. It is a restoration, so it means it was 4K, but they've downscaled it to, and it's the director's cut from the original camera negative by MGM, and that is Robocop. Now, Robocop, it's the perfect Robocop one. I don't know if they've got the 4K versions out there. They might have the full proper 4K versions out already, but I thought I'd pick that up. 15 quid. It's not too bad. It's a classic movie, but it's the director's cut. Part man, part machine, all cop. So he's a cop. Alex Murphy, I think his name is. I haven't seen this for like years. Robocop from Orion Pictures, marked Flesh, plus Blood director Paul Verhoeven's Hollywood debut, and instantly became an enduring sci-fi action. Actually, that's what I'd like to go into though, is actually making a science fiction film, like a movie, but do it based on the seafront on Western Beach, and get all like the props there and all the staging and all that. And I mean, I've seen a lot of people doing a TV show actually on the beach, and there's one at Nightstone. There was some TV shows going on down by Nightstone where they did the cafe TV show. It was the woman, I think it was the woman from Gavin and Stacey. They were doing that one where she owned a cafeteria, but it was based around Somerset area. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in Western. There was a film I watched a while back, and I'm trying to figure out who the film actor was, who was in Western, but it was an old film, and it was actually done on the Western Pier. I think it was Anthony Hopkins, but I could be wrong. There was an oldish film, and it was done, I think it was done back in the 90s. It's got to be the 90s, or just coming into the 2000s. But they were basically sitting on the pier, talking as a sort of a film. And I would love to do like maybe do some scenes on the pier as well. Try and get some actors or actresses and do a storyline, and then just piece some things together and all that. That'd be quite cool. Rather than writing a dialogue, more like just create the dialogue as I'm going along with the camera and a piece of bits and bobs together and make it look good, because I want to do like sort of off the script style, so it's not scripted but turn it into a story, so an off script movie, and then just come up with ideas how we could actually portray this, because you don't see many films where it's mostly scripted, some films, but I've noticed there's quite a lot of movies out there where it's not scripted, where basically they come up with ideas. If they forget about something, then they carry on and they come up with some idea of trying to portray that. I've watched a film trailer the other day and a talk on it of the 1917 movie, which is supposed to be coming out. It's like a World War film set in 1917, and apparently some of the people, the kids worked in film in the movie, were apparently they forgot some of the storylines, so there was some stuff they cut out and had to re-peel it back, because it was actually in real time. That movie, it's an actual real time movie, so it's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to watch that and then let you know what it is like. But also I'm gonna probably have to do a video on this as well at some point, a movie review on Robocop, the restoration in 4K. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys and girls enjoy this episode for today. It's a little bit longer, I would say, because I've got a camera like that down. Hopefully it gives a little bit of extra light. Hopefully it's doing justice on my face. But yeah, cheers all for watching, guys and girls. It is today think I said it was the 12th or 11th. No, it's the 12th, I think, today. Oh no, it's the 11th. So Saturday, 11th of January, 2020. I said the other day 2019, but I was still stuck in it, so I'm saying 2020 now. So yeah, I'm starting to get back into it, starting to get my head together and all that. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, do like, favourite, share, comment, subscribe as always, guys and girls. Cheers for watching. I love you all, and I've got to go now. Try and put all this video, upload it straight off my hard drive. It's in 4K at 100 megabits a second. The only side to it at the moment is when it does it in standard, it uploads the standard version to my YouTube channel, and then it processes the rest of it in 4K, but it does it over time, so it will take time. It could take a couple of hours, but uploading takes me 2 to 3 hours. Once it's fully uploaded, the entire lot, right? Once it's fully uploaded, then we can actually watch it full in 4K, and you'll get this glorious look and feeling of the entire video. But anyway, cheers for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode, guys and girls. You lovely people, you.